I want to tell you a quick story before we get underway with today's pedal shootout. Many, many years ago, I had a nice amp. I got the amp because a lot of great players were playing this amplifier, but honestly, it really just wasn't doing it for me. I couldn't dial in that tone that just really worked for me, so I decided to sell it. I put an ad in the paper, and a guy calls me and says, "Hey, I'd like to check out the amp." So he came over. And he goes, "You mind if I plug it in, just mess with it a little bit, just to make sure everything's cool?" I go, "Yeah." And I was sitting out in the other room. I'm listening to him chugging away on the guitar, and he's dialing, and he's playing, and he's dialing, and he's playing. And I'm looking over at my lady, and we're looking at each other going, "That sounds great." And I'm going, "Oh my God, I'm making a big mistake. I shouldn't be selling this thing. It sounds amazing." And just as I'm thinking, I should cancel the sale, man, that amp sounds killer, he comes out of the room and goes, "Yeah, I'll take it." And I go, "Okay." Years later, I find out about these pedals that sound amazing from what I heard. And I reach out to him. He goes, "Hey, I'm the guy who bought that amp from you, remember?" And I go, "Oh my God, that was you?" I had to get these pedals because this guy knows how to dial in tones, man. He made that amp that I couldn't get to sound good. He made it sound like gold. I said, "If you're making pedals, I want them." His name is Lawrence, and he started LPD pedals. Okay, so I got a bunch of them, as you can see here. I'll be playing through my JCM 2000. It's a 50-watt head. The reason I chose that head is because it's an excellent pedal platform, and if you're a pro guitar player, or maybe not so pro, but you rent backline, this is what you're going to be getting most of the time. The way I dial it up is it sort of sounds like this. It's the clean channel. I set the gain around 6, so it's got some breakup to it. If I play soft, it'll be clean. If I hit it hard, it's going to have a little bit of dirt to it. That's the best way to make a pedal platform. So Lawrence likes to make his pedals based on eras. So we'll have a 55, we'll have a 68, a 74, and an 87. And I've lined them up chronologically. I've dialed these pedals in the way I like them, the way they sound in the room with my amp. First up on the docket, we have LPD 55. And I like to use it as something that adds a bit of grit to my regular amp sound. So here's my amp sound. And then I kick this on, it sounds like. You can see here it's got a voice switch. I'll turn that on. It's a subtle difference. It seems to add a little bit of low end, a little bit more drive. It's very subtle. And over here we have HDRM. So I'll flip that on. Seems to add a little bit more volume, a little bit more mid. It's pretty cool. Just to give you an idea how it sounds if I turn the gain up, okay? I like it right around here. Maybe even a little less. American dominant. Next up, we have the 68. I'll let you guess what amp that's based on. Take a listen. Here's the clean again. I got the drive all the way. That's not usually how I have it. I usually have it dialed right back around here. Anyway, you got to hear it crank, so here it is a little bit back. Pretty cool. I'll crank that drive again. Yeah. So you may have noticed I got a switch there. This does not come standard with the 68. It's something that Lawrence kindly added for me. I'll let you hear what it sounds like. You don't get one. Actually, you know what? I think he has a deluxe pedal. He does. He has a deluxe pedal and it has this on it. But I'll flip it on for you. Woo! Cool. Next up on our trip through classic rock land, we go to 74. This is a cool little double pedal. Again, I have this dialed up how I would use it right in front of my amp on a gig. And here's my clean. You may have noticed that this pedal's got a second channel. And the cool part of this design is I don't have to turn this off. I just have to step on the next one and it automatically goes right over to the next one and vice versa. See? Just do that. So we'll go to the second channel. Just to give you a reference, here's clean. Here's channel 1 and channel 2. So you can kind of set that up to be a lead channel, right? It's got its own volume, so why not? I'll go back to this first one because you may have noticed there's a voice switch. Let's hear what that sounds like. Adds a bit more gain. Cool. All right, let's go to the second channel and check out that voice switch. More gain. Last up, we have the 87. Also, 1987. Don't think it's 1887, because they didn't invent amp-in-a-box pedals then. They only had boost pedals back then. Anyway, the 87, I'll let you guess what screaming amplifier that's based on. But let's check it out. Here we go. That's the clean tone. Whoa. This is how I have it set up when I'm playing it in front of a amp such as this. And I've used this pedal a lot. It's great. It's great for hard rock. This also has a switch. Let's take a look at what happens when I flip it over. Good ow! So there you have it, guys. My quick demo of these amazing amp-in-the-box pedals. I feel like I got every genre covered. I got the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. What else do you need? You want to do 90s? Anyway, this is all you need right here. 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Everything else. And let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I'd love to interact with you guys, and I read all your comments, even the mean guys. I just edited that because I said some nasty shit. Like and subscribe. Thanks very much, guys. Until the next video. Coming soon.